Yeah, good afternoon, dear students. Now, today we have come to the second part of electrochemistry online session. So, we will continue from where we had stopped last time in the last session. Okay, so please have a look at table number 3. Yesterday, I had shown in the textbook table 3.1 of our NCERT textbook. Standard electrode potentials are given at 298 K. Now, there are certain elements in this series that we need to remember. If you see here, fluorine is at the top. If you see the table of 3.1 in our textbook, the fluorine element is at the top, followed by other elements. You got then gold, silver Ag, copper Cu, hydrogen H, which is arbitrarily given as 0 volt, you know that, lead Pb, iron Fe, zinc Zn, aluminium Al, magnesium Mg, sodium Na, calcium Ca, potassium K, lithium Li. So this particular series, the order has to be remembered, especially for the NIT and joint entrance examination. So I have made a shortcut for you to remember. Au, Ag, Cu, H, Pb, Fe, Zn, Al, Mg, Na, Ca, potassium, lithium, that is Li. आंटी आगे कोरोना है, पब्लिक फिर ज्यादा आलू मांगे, ना कटलेट कबाब लस्सी. This is the, you can have your own shortcuts. This I have prepared randomly today morning itself. Clear? So you can make your own to which you are more convenient. So आंटी आगे कोरोना है, पब्लिक फिर ज्यादा आलू मांगे, ना कटलेट कबाब लस्सी. So you will now just to get, because these are all the elements which normally there are numericals based on these particular elements electrode potential which are asked in the joint entrance examination as well as the NIT examination. So as far as competitive exams point of view is concerned, I am making you remember this thing. Okay. Otherwise, during our boards, naturally they are going to give the standard electrode potential of these all elements at 298 K. The data will be given in the numerical. So here, as I said, now some of the common questions that are asked. Can one store copper sulfate solution in zinc pot? Okay, this is a normal standard question that comes in most of the exams. So your answer has to be no. So my dear students, your zinc comes over here and the copper comes here. In this particular order, zinc is there at the bottom. That means zinc is more reactive. Zinc has more tendency to oxidize compared to copper because copper is there at the top. Hydrogen is the reference I said, it is there here. So zinc has more tendency to oxidize than copper. So naturally you cannot store copper sulfate aqueous solution or copper sulfate in a zinc pot, because in that case what will happen, zinc will form anode and copper sulfate will form cathode. Zinc will get oxidized and copper ions of copper sulfate solution will get reduced. So it will first form holes into the whole pot. Okay, so it is actually not feasible. It is not possible for us to store copper sulfate solution in zinc pot according to this EMF standard electrode potential series that has been given in our textbook. Okay, so you can see I have put a red arrow mark there down. So when you go from here to, that is from top to bottom, increasing power of reducing agent. So increasing power of reducing agent implies that tendency to oxidize increases. Tendency to oxidize increases means tendency to release electrons increases. Similarly, there is a arrow mark put in red here to this direction. So when you go from here to here, that is from bottom to top, it is written increasing power of oxidizing agent. That means tendency to reduce increases. Tendency to reduce increases means tendency to gain electron. Actually, fluorine, which is at the top here in this particular series, has got the highest tendency to gain electron, while lithium here, you can see, which is there at the bottom, has a tendency to oxidize, that is, release electrons, being a metal. So that is all about this particular standard electrode potential, which is there in our textbook. Okay, I will be giving you time for you to write it up at the end of this session, so don't worry about copying it out. Now we'll come to the most important topic, my dear students, that is of Nernst equation. So normally we studied yesterday when we were calculating the standard electrode potential. It was always under standard condition. The concentration C is 1 molar. The pressure has to be 1 bar or 1 atmosphere. The temperature is 298 Kelvin. That is all standard condition. Now here, E degree cell can be calculated under this condition. But if any of the above condition, that is this particular condition, is changed, then we have to use Nernst equation to calculate the cell potential, that is E cell. It is not E naught cell, it is E cell. There is difference between E naught cell and E cell in non-standard cell. So the equation is given: E cell is equal to E degree cell minus RT by NF natural log of QC. What is E cell? Cell potential at non-standard condition. What is E naught cell or E degree cell? Cell potential at standard condition. R, you know very well, you have studied in 11th standard. R is equal to universal gas constant. The value is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Temperature is 298 Kelvin or 25 degrees Celsius. F is Faraday's constant, that is 96,500 Coulomb. For calculation, we normally use 96,500. The exact value is 96,487, that is 96,487 Coulomb per mole. This is the unit. What is N? N is number of electron exchanged in the balanced equation. Which one? We will see to it. QC is the reaction quotient. Let us try to understand. We had the equation which we studied yesterday in the case of that Daniell cell. Zinc solid plus copper 2 plus aqueous gives Zn plus 2 aqueous plus copper solid. Now, if you try to write the equation, we have studied in equilibrium processes in standard 11. Okay, you would have studied. Okay, if your course was properly completed in your schools, we have already completed, so students don't have to worry. So Kc equals to Zn2 plus aqueous into copper solid, that is the product side, divided by, in the denominator, you have the reactant part, zinc solid into copper 2 plus aqueous. Now, concentration of pure liquid or solid are considered unity. So here naturally, zinc solid and copper solid will become unity, that is 1. So they will go out. Now, reaction is not in equilibrium state. It has not achieved. The reaction is going on. When the reaction is going on, all reactions normally try to achieve equilibrium state. But here the reaction is right now in process. So Kc will be now Qc. It is only during the equilibrium state you can have Kc. So here we will not write Kc, we will now write here Qc. So Qc will be equal to Zn2 plus aqueous divided by copper 2 plus aqueous. Converting natural log. Now this is ln Qc, so this is natural log. So we are converting natural log to the base 10. So in that case, when you convert natural log to the base 10, you have to always multiply it by 2.303. It's a mathematical approach. Now here, if you come here, you will see E cell, the same equation, is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF. Log to the base 10 QC. Or I can write E cell equals to E naught cell minus of you are putting the values of gas constant, temperature, Faraday's constant, you will have the when you can have the, if you have the calculation, you will get the value 0.0591 divided by n. We have not substituted the value of n here. Log of QC, because value of n will differ from reaction to reaction. It will not remain same. So log of QC to the base 10, this is 0.0591 divided by n. Now this whole equation that we have got is known as Nernst equation. This equation is very important because we are going to use it for various calculations. Now let us go for a calculation. We have an example based on the Nernst equation. Let us try to see. It's a beautiful example. I had gone through various other examples, but this is one of the best that I have got to share with you. So let me discuss an example which is based on Nernst equation. Please come to this part. Now here, calculate cell potential for the electrochemical cell at 298 Kelvin. Aluminium /El2SO4 thrice aqueous, double slash, naturally you know double vertical line indicates salt bridge, CuSO4 aqueous, Cu solid. Now instead of writing Al2SO4 thrice, I can write Al3 plus aqueous. Here I can write Cu2 plus aqueous. Okay, it is just a sort of confusion to the students. It remains the same. Your basic concept should remain clear. Now the concentration of aluminum sulfate solution is 1 molar. That of copper sulfate aqueous solution is 0.02 molar. E0 Al3 plus / Al is minus 1.66 volt. That of E0 Cu / U2 plus equals to minus 0.34 volt. Now this value that has been given here is a oxidation potential, while this value which is given over here is a reduction potential as per the C of our textbook, as per the NCERT textbook. But here the students get confused. They use these values and they do error in the calculation of E0 cell, and hence the whole numerical you lose the marks during the boards. When the theory exams are there, you lose the marks just because of making such type of silly mistake. But you need to understand that this is a reduction potential because it is aluminum ion giving aluminum solid, while here it is copper solid giving copper 2 plus ion. So this has to be oxidation potential and this is reduction potential actually. And whatever is given in our book, that table 3.1 is all about reduction potential values. So here, when we do the calculation of E0 cell, that is standard cell potential, when it is being calculated, you need to convert it into Cu2 plus / Cu. That means it will become like this. Cu solid. Clear? So the sign will become just opposite to what is here, that is plus 0.34 volt. And that is what has been done. We are calculating E0 cell equal to E0 right side minus E0 left side, or E degree ox cathode minus E degree ox reduction anode. We are going to calculate the reduction value, so naturally it will be right side minus left side as per the textbook. Now right side you have got copper, so naturally the value, as I said, will become positive, plus 0.34, because it will be Cu2 plus / Cu, so the sign will change. This 0.34 volt minus. Now to the left side we have got aluminum. The value of aluminum, that is reduction potential, that is according to the textbook series, Al3 plus / Al is minus 1.66, no change in it. You put the value straightway there, minus of minus plus, you will get 2.00 volt. Now let us come to the cell reaction. At anode, aluminum is getting oxidized, and at cathode, copper is getting reduced. Al solid, Al3 plus 3 electron, copper 2 plus 2 electron giving copper solid. Now we need to substitute the value of N in the equation. So we have to balance this number of electrons that are being exchanged. There are 3 electrons here, there are 2 electrons here in this half reaction. This is oxidation half reaction, this is reduction half reaction. So I multiply it by 2 and I multiply it by 3 here. So the total cell reaction, my dear students, 2 Al solid plus 3 copper 2 plus 2 Al3 plus from here, 3 copper solid from here, because we have multiplied by 3, this is multiplied by 2. Now, total number of electrons, see on the left hand side and on the right hand side it will become 6. So, number of the value of n will be now 6. Let us come to the equation. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059591 divided by n log of product side El3 plus. This is a coefficient that will come to the power of El3 plus. Here copper 2 plus. 3 is the stoichiometric coefficient that will come to the power of copper 2 plus ion. Now value of n is already decided 6. So we substitute the value of n as 6 log of El3 plus ion. What is the concentration? 1 molar. So 1 raised to 2. Concentration of copper 2 plus is 0.02 molar. So it is 2 into 10 raised to 0.02 molar will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 whole cube whole raised to 3. Clear? Now we will do 2.0 as it is. Divide this. So you get 0.009866 bracket. This will be log of 1. This is taken into the numerator part. So it will be negative 2 log of 2. This is plus multiplication. So it is plus. This is 10 raised to minus 6. So log of 10 raised to minus 6 in bracket. Now we solve it out. Log of 1 is nothing but 0. We are opening this bracket. So log of 2 is 0.3010. Okay, if you see in the log table, you see in the log table the value comes for 2, that is 20. It is 0.3010. Log of 10 raised to minus 6 will become again minus 6, but as this bracket is open, minus of minus 6 will become plus 6. Now 6 minus 0.3010 will be 5.6990. 5.6990 is multiplied by this value 0.009866. When these two are multiplied, you will get 0.0562. Subtract this from 2 on your calculator, because simple calculator will be allowed in your board examination, especially in the Gujarat board. CBSE people are very unlucky. They may not get IT. Okay. So E cell equals to 1.9438 volt. So this will be the value of cell potential according to the Nernst equation. We have calculated the cell potential of this particular cell, which is in non-standard state. Because why non-standard state? Because the concentrations here it is 1 molar accepted, but here it is 0.02 molar, which is non-standard state. So we have calculated the cell potential of a cell which is in non-standard state using the Nernst equation. I hope the things would be very clear now. Okay. If you got any questions, again you can get in touch with me. Okay. The WhatsApp number is also there, posted there along with my video. You can get in touch with me on my WhatsApp. I don't want any calls to come. Okay. So now I am just showing that part, extreme left of this particular whiteboard. You can just copy it down. Those who have missed out to write it out. So you can just copy it down. That is all about table 3.1. The shortcut name is also there, so that you can remember the series. Hold it straight. Now you can come to the Nernst equation part. Okay. How come we get the Nernst equation is written? How do we derive that Nernst equation which we use for the numerical part is also discussed. You can copy it down. Okay. Now we go to the numerical part. Calculate the cell potential for the electrochemical cell at 298 K. Al/Al2SO4 thrice CuSO4 /Cu solid. Concentration of aluminum sulfate 1 molar, that of copper sulfate 0.02 molar. Standard cell potentials are given, but of copper it is oxidation potential. So we need to take care in the sign, otherwise we may commit a big blunder and we can lose marks when we solve the numerical, because the students normally remain under the wrong impression. So we need to get corrected. Hope students now these things are clear to you. Okay, we will go to the next section. We will meet in the next session. Okay, and those who have got difficulties are free to interact with me on the WhatsApp. Okay, bye bye.